$70,000 a year is $5,833 a month before taxes. And that one number decides everything else in this video. So let's answer the title right away. On a $70,000 salary in Dallas-Fort Worth, most buyers land somewhere between $250,000 and $300,000, and I'll show you the exact math behind both ends of that range. So as of this recording, the average 30-year rate is 6.58%. So we're not using dream numbers, we're using real numbers right now. And getting this right matters because the difference between a $250,000 home and a $320,000 home is about $450 a month, every month for 30 years. By the end of this video, you'll know your exact monthly payment at 3 real price points, what those price points buy in DFW suburbs, and 2 programs that can stretch your budget past what your paycheck alone would be able to do.
All right, well, I've lived in North Dallas for 30 years and I've sold homes here for the last 12. And this question comes up more than any other one we get. So here's how a lender looks at your $70,000. They compare what you owe each month to what you earn each month. That comparison has a formal name, debt to income ratio, but all it means is this: out of your $5,833, most lenders won't let your total monthly debt go past about 43 to 45%. That's roughly $2,600, and it has to cover the full house payment, plus your car, your student loans, and your credit card minimums. So a $450 car payment doesn't cost you $450. It shrinks the house budget a lender will approve by about $70,000 in price. What a lender allows and what feels good are also two very different numbers. Around 35% of your income, about $2,050 a month, is where most of your buyers sleep well.
Now let's turn those payment numbers into actual house prices. We're going to use an FHA loan, which is actually a government-backed loan that lets you put down just 3.5% instead of 20%. So at $250,000, a 3.5% down payment and a 6.5% interest rate, the loan payment is about $1,550 a month. Then Texas adds its own share, about $330 a month in property taxes, about $325 for home insurance, and about $115 for mortgage insurance that comes with a very small down payment. All in, that's about $2,325 a month, which is 40% of your gross pay. So let's run the same math at $280,000, and you get roughly $2,575 a month, and at $300,000, you're at roughly $2,725 a month, which is 40% of your income, past the ceiling most lenders will allow. So for most buyers, we see at $70,000, $250,000 is comfortable. $280,000 is workable if the other debts are small, and $300,000 only works with a rate buy down or almost no other debt involved.
Notice how much of that payment wasn't the loan at all. Texas has no state income tax, and property taxes run right around 2% of your home's value in much of DFW before any breaks. The break that matters most is the homestead exemption, which is the discount you get on the home that you actually live in. It has to be your primary residence. Texas voters raised it last November, so now the first $140,000 of your home's value pays no school district tax at all, worth roughly $1,500 a year on a typical school tax rate. And people can try and get money from you for this, but filing is free. You do it once with your county appraisal district, and every number in this video assumes that you did. Insurance is the other piece that people skip. So get 3 quotes and do it early on, because we've seen them differ by $500 a year on the same house.
So what does $250,000 to $300,000 buy around here? Well, in Denton, homes have been selling somewhere around the median range of $385,000, but the older neighborhoods near the university and on the east side still have 3-bedroom houses in and around $250,000s and $280,000s. Plus, then you have townhomes in the $200,000s. East Plano is still the sleeper. 1980s townhomes and condos run somewhere in the mid 200,000s to 280,000s, and you're inside Plano ISD, so you can feel free to look up any of the schools you would like. Lewisville's median is around $391,000 right now, which is above a solo $70,000 budget, and it's worth saying that really plainly. So that median is mostly a 2-income number. Your $70,000 plus a partner $60,000 roughly doubles the budget because this math scales. That's the whole trick of this series. A fair Texas rule of thumb is 3.5 to 4 times your income once property taxes are counted. So $100,000 a year pencils out to roughly $350,000 to $400,000, and you can rough out all your own numbers the same way.
Now let's stretch that budget, because on one income, you don't have to save the whole down payment yourself. And Texas runs 2 statewide programs, TSHAC and the TDHCA, that help first-time buyers with the upfront cash. They can put up to 5% of your loan amount toward your down payment. And on a $250,000 house, that's around $12,000. Your 3.5% down payment on that house is $8,750. So the help can cover all of it with money left towards closing costs. I say help on purpose, not free money. Some of it is forgiven if you stay in the home long enough. Some is a small second loan, and it always runs through a participating lender with income, price, and credit requirements. A $70,000 salary fits under the income caps for the DFW area. Income is one test of several, and a lender checks the rest. We covered a real example in an earlier video on this channel, $13,825 down on a $395,000 home in Lewisville, and the point today is that these programs like this can shoulder most of that.
Yeah, the other stretch is new construction, because builders in DFW are dealing right now. Several big builders right now are advertising rates between 3.99% and 4.99% on move-in ready homes, plus $10,000 to $30,000 in flex cash for closing costs or upgrades. So watch what that does to the math. That $300,000 house that costs $2,725 a month at 6.5% drops to about $2,275 a month, 3.99%, and suddenly the top of your range is comfortable instead of maxed out. You'll find new builders near $300,000 in the farther out town, places like Princeton and Anna, and on the far west side of Fort Worth. So there's a commute trade to weigh in. One caution though, many new communities sit in a MUD or a PID, which is an extra district tax that pays for the streets and water lines, and it can add hundreds a year to your bill. Ask for the total tax rate in writing before you sign, and know that the finished homes sitting on the lot are where builders negotiate the hardest.
That is so true. So here's next, okay? A few moves protect all of this before you ever tour a house. Get pre-approved first. We've talked about it so many times because a pre-approval letter is a lender checking your real income and credit, and it's the difference between guessing and knowing. Once you're in the process, don't finance a car, don't open a new credit card, and don't move big chunks of money around without telling your lender, because any of those things can shrink or kill your approval a week before you close. Take the payment you chose, not the one the lender allows, since the gap between $2,325 and $2,725 is your repair fund, it's your savings, and it's your life. And set aside something for that first year, because every house asks for a water heater or a fence sooner than you would like. None of this is complicated. It's just the order of operations most first-time buyers never really get told.
So here's the answer to the title, start to finish. $70,000 a year is $5,833 a month. Lenders will stretch to about $2,600 in total monthly debts, and comfort lives closer to $2,050. So $250,000 on your own, about $2,325 a month all in, and help can cover the cash to get you in. If you want your own numbers instead of our examples, take the free quiz at our website, GoalLineRealEstate.com. It's 60 seconds, 7 questions, no social security number, no credit pull, and it matches you to the Texas programs that may fit you the best and give you a starting range to then go and check with your lender, because the lender makes the final call, not us. That is the fastest way to turn this video into your actual budget.
And if that quiz raises questions, get in touch, because we walk first-time buyers through this exact math every week, and we'd like to earn your business when you're ready. You can even reach out with a half-formed question. We'd rather run numbers with you now than have you guess for another year. This is episode 1 of our series on making home buying affordable in DFW. And we're going deeper on the down payment programs themselves in the other videos in this series, who qualifies and how the money works, all linked below as they go live. Again, take that quiz at our website, GoalLineRealEstate.com. Subscribe so you can catch the rest of these series, and we will see you in the next one.